So today I'm going to take you more deeper into the practice, because we have been doing all these practices that are more deeper. What I mean by deeper is not the sophistication of the language or the sophistication of where your educational backgrounds are, so that you understand bigger, larger words and you use to a certain feeling, you attach a certain word. It's not so much of that. It is in this time that we are going through a lot and we play so many roles, and then we totally forget about the authentic part of the purpose in life, to live life, to be full with life. And for that reason, it's very important for you to understand that we need to take a break from certain things so that we understand who we are really in the depth of the purpose and living life into its fullest form. So when I say form, if you try to understand my teaching by word, you might use this, what is real life, what is form, all these things into your perception. And the real truth is there is a space beyond any perceptions. And all the perceptions can be in the space of the background, but you can use them to play your roles as a mother in the most awakened place, as a partner, most awakened space, and whatever you have chosen, a healer, a business, all those things can still play, but without not getting caught up in it as that you are that identity. So this class is all about that we are recognizing unconscious patterns that we have taken from our childhood, and that there was no such a thing called awareness at those times, but now we have that space of awareness, not necessarily as a word, but also as a practice. So today I'm going to emphasize on this time to time, whether you're taking a posture, whether you're taking a breath, whether you're taking a moment, whether you're just being still without any motion, to emphasis onto that space. So that is the space of the solution, that is the space of life, that is the space of flow. And it not necessarily say everything in your life is going to be perfect the way you think. But when you come into the practice, things do happen beyond your thinking. And you can use your thought as a tool, but not as your life. Not as this is the truth, this is what I should be doing. So saying that very gently, wherever you are in life, whatever the difficulty there is in the space of the mind and the body, just take a gentle posture. I will move the camera towards Darren so that you are totally being aware of the space in here and in the present moment of now. So that is the space the life exists in a level of conscious realization. So we are taking a deep breath in. We are coming into that space of the body. And you can now observe how the body is situated. Just the body has taken the shape of yesterday's problem or the argument, or maybe a difficulty. So very gently, when you're bringing that conscious breath into that space of the purpose, you're suddenly finding that you're very gently beyond the drama of your life, beyond the roles that you play. We play so many roles for different people, different situations. But now you're stepping away from those in this very moment. So the great awareness has awakened. Now, saying that when you have found that space, allow your shoulders to roll back and open up the space of the heart, and very gently lift up that space of the heart and modify that space of the behavior that you would do if you didn't have the practice. Your shoulders will drop, you're protecting the heart, the nature of the authenticity is lost again. Now breathing in into the space of that authenticity. Now take a deep breath in and shrug the shoulders up, tilt the head back, massage that back of the skull very gently, very gently. What can you do in this present moment? Expand your understanding, focus not just a body and a mind, but in the energy of the breath. Now take a deep breath in, shrug the shoulders up, tilt the head back and massage the back of the skull, opening the mouth widely 3 times, releasing the tension on the jaw, tongue, the teeth, the words that didn't come out, words that was in frustration, words that you're consciously saying, I am the victim of this. And what do you do all the time has become your habits. So you are also introducing a consciously another habit, which might be more beneficial for you. Now chin to the chest, back of the neck, very gently open. Once you have come into this familiar sense of comfort, knowing what you know about yourself, know about this body, stop focusing, knowing it further. Now take a deep breath in, come into that elongation where your buttocks are relaxed, your spine is breathing more than what you think that your difficulty is, what you know very well. But that space that holding you is much more larger than the difficulty. Now twist the spine to the left stomach, very gently pulling in, shoulders relaxed, and your chest is very gently opening. And very gently release all these thinking that you think that you are existing with, and come into the place of the comfort of not knowing. Breathing in very gently, coming back into the center. Now change that leg formation for me. Shoulders relaxed. If you need to clench and unclench your fingers to be more open, the palms to be more open, the energy, and coming into that place of relaxation. Take a deep breath into that space that you are holding, in a body that you are surfacing into that space, twisting the spine to the right side on the out breath. Very gently, you could see the shoulders now releasing that emotional discomfort of that fear, trying to do something and not finished it. And very gently take that comfort in the breath, and take that comfort is in, I don't have to know. I'm going to leave it. Take a break from everything. Breathing in very gently, coming back into the center. Now coming into that place of something that you know about other people is also perceptions. Sometimes I have chats with people, and then people constantly, every word I talk, they react into it because they think that they know what I'm talking about, but they only know what they know about what they knew about themselves. So let's take that illusion of that guard away of judgment, constantly basis on your thinking. Now very gently take a deep breath in and push your belly into the front, shoulders roll back, very gently opening up that space of the gut, space of the chest, roll back, elevating that space of the heart. Breathe out into a seated cat. Anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Now very gently release and discard all the convictions on the things that you are going through. This leaves you with uncluttered perception every moment to moment. Are we so far getting there? Or recognizing it at least? Breathing in into a gentle space. Shoulders relax and chest open. Now take a deep breath in. Shoulders relax, stretch the neck to the right. Very gently allow that left shoulder to drop from the head. Why are the shoulders too high? Because shoulders are taking the shape of the stressed head. Left arm stretch as does eye, stretching onto the side. Clench and unclench, opening up. No holding to anything. Breathing in back to the center. See how detached you are, how that detachment is a possibility. Now take a deep breath in and opening up and stretching the neck onto the other side. Very gently, stretching that right arm away from you, right wrist. Now the attachment to anything is a choice. Got it? So now your thoughts are coming. Hello. What about this? What about that? Pay your attention to the breath. Pay your attention how you're managing your surrounding. Let's say that is the body. Let's say that is the thoughts. Breathing in back into the center. So far, good. Shoulders relax, gentle breathing. Now take a deep breath in and very gently walk those palms into the front and drop the elbows very gently. If your butt lift up very gently, allow the butt to relax back onto the floor, opening up that space of the hips. Transcending from your identity, from your story, from your family story, from your work story, from your past story, from your future story. Now at that very moment, there is a beingness that your immediate environment is expanding your sense of reality. Now very gently take a deep breath in and elbows onto the floor. And very gently, maybe sit on your hands a little bit, like opening up your throat. So there's a like this. Elbows on the floor. Shoulders relaxed, very gently loosening up the energy around the throat. Breathing into the space of that. Because it's not just only a throat, it's also energy center, throat chakra. So let the awareness grow, very gently coming back. Shoulders relax, just open. Now very gently bring that awareness into the space of innocence. Now, all what you know about you, all the experience that other people have given to you, you are a boy, you are a man, your father is this, you love this to eat, you love that to eat. Now, there was a stage before that. You still exist, but without the sense of language, without the sense of conditioning. So how would you at that very moment perceive light and sound? Even the language would have been a sound for you, but you were very peaceful. Now take a deep breath in, very gently coming back into that space. Your palms are open. You're in the space of now you're continuing to grow into that awareness that you had. It's not that you have to become an adult and learn a PhD level of spirituality to go into this place. It was your birthright. Now very gently take a deep breath in, very gently when you're ready, bring that left leg into the back, opening up the space of the right hip. Shoulders relaxed and chest open. Allow that hip to be warm, allow that back foot to be open, allow that space to be open. Now take a deep breath in, shoulders roll back, opening up that chest. And very gently breathe out, elongate the spine, elongate the rib cage without any tightness and dropping the elbows onto the floor. Now, even further, physically and spiritually, you can take this body a little bit further if it allows you to take it further. Palms facing down, relaxing the tension, clench and unclench, that the awareness is happening in this very moment. It is not happening tomorrow. It is not happening. It was not happening yesterday. You are very gently coming into that space of involving, moving into the evolving. Now, this collaboration of this consciousness can bring you intense creativity. So don't forget to take a note if something is coming up for you. Now take a deep breath in, very gently coming back. Shoulders relax and allow that chest to be open. Allow that vastness of the body into that space. Allow your face to have a free expression, not an expression of focus on yoga or spirituality, but a free expression. Respect that very moment. Respect and invite the opportunities that the life is in this space is more. Plank. Stronger on the pelvic floor. Elongation to the body. Left knee onto the floor. Right arm reaching into the front, clench and unclench. Right reaching up to the ceiling. Right reaching into the back. Very gently touch the floor. Now very gently drop the knees. Stretch the spine into the front and into the back. Breathing in into the front, breathing out into the back, like a wave going back into the space of the ocean. Perceptions are going back into the place of the background. Whether you imagine yourself doing yoga or not. Now push the bum back. discover that very moment, that the moment have possessed you. Before the thought was possessing you, difficulty was possessing you, isn't it? Because you were talking about, I got to do this, I got to do this, or this is too much. Now you have learned to appreciate when the unknown possesses you. You are no longer the victim of that child, victim of that difficulty, victim of that health condition. Now this very moment is also shaping you to soothe the body into this present awareness, soothe the mind into this present awareness. Palms facing down, crawling and bringing the chest into the front. Take a deep breath in and very gently drop the belly onto the floor. Breathing in into a gentle Cobra Bhujangasana. Very gently allow the breath to warm your body, warm your breath, warm your movement. Use it as a guide, as a temperature. Shoulders relax, overlooking onto the left side. Breathing in back into the center, overlooking into the right side. Breathing in back into the center. Now you are in the space of your authentic being. Whether it's the body on a down face or the Bhujangasana, whether it's moving into the left or to the right. Whatever you're taking the shape of the body, whatever you're taking the shape of the breath. You are in the space of the life is playing with you. And you're going to bring that playfulness into the space of all that places that you have become the victim of. This moment of the practice is given you as a space to learn more about the mystery of you. Not about anything else, not about the finance, not about this or not about that. The more you have recognized the mystery of you, more you will find how much similarity the God and you have. Take a deep breath in, soften your third eye into the hands and relax a little bit. The truth is what you're looking for. Opinions don't matter. Language doesn't matter. You don't have to tell anyone what was the truth for you. You have taken your own path. Very gently take a deep breath in. If you can, clasp the hands in the back. Take a deep breath in and gently lifting up without tightening the lower back. So there are paths to breathe and extend the spine. There is the path of elevating the heart. And breath out, shoulders squeeze, 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 and breath out, drop and relax. Now take a deep breath in. This time you're going to hold on to the Dhanurasana, the pose of the bow, by holding on to the ankles. You can do it one at a time, or you can do both together. Continue to make your conscious choice of the body where it is at, and let the practice inspire you. And take that posture as an inspiration, something mystical. Out of this posture, what is coming for you that you can offer back into the space of humanity? And relax to let go. Allow the head to turn into the space of what it is turning into. It is the gift of the practice. Soften the hips, soften the body, turn the head onto the opposite direction. Now you can see the gentleness of the mind is a beautiful space. Very creative, very much in a space of seeing things clearly. Now that your awareness is ripening in this very moment, the operation of the thoughts are more manageable. Breathing in very gently, coming back into the center, palms onto the chest level, breathing in into an up phase. Remain poised, remain steadfast, remain serene. Breathe out to a down phase. Now this is your first down phase. Bend the knees, release the tension, warm up into that space. It's very important, the relationship with the movement. Every posture has the cause and the effect. Release the tension of the fuss and the fume and the worry and the grief from that posture. Now take a deep breath in and very gently lifting up onto the toes. Bend both knees and bring in that lower ribs and open up that back a little bit more. Bring the hips a little bit more back. Back of the head relax. Now take that deep breath in. Left leg up into the back. Rotation to the left foot. Keep the hips in the alignment. Left knee to the left chest, breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back. Left knee onto the left elbow, breathe out. Breath in, stretch back. Left knee onto the right elbow, breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back. Left foot into the front. Now very gently dropping the back knee onto the floor, holding onto the front knee. Very gently bring that knee and the ankle into the same alignment in the front. Now push the hips into the front and into the back and very gently coming into that space, how to govern yourself, how to govern your body, how to govern your breath. But do not become anything as you are. The reverence of the spirituality is to observe everything. The thought, the body, the energy. Do not rely on one thing as that is you are. More tranquil you become, greater you will have the success of this. So thoughts are not influencing you. Ordinary trading is not influencing you. What increases here is that equanimity, balance. Now take a deep breath in, arms stretch onto the sides, clench and unclench. Garudasana, right arm on the top. Now very gently, subtly touch the third eye and activate the space of the Chitakasha. And allow that space to shine and the changes to come who are possessing this present, possessed by the present moment. Of course, I can see the gentleness, the sereneness, the calmness. Now take a deep breath in and take a break from that week, from that front, whatever you call the time. Don't allow the time to consume. Consumed by the time. This is very precious. Because you might say, I have to do this, otherwise I'm not happy. I have to go and seek some money. This is nothing to do with the truth. These are all the surface of the ocean. Beneath the waves is an eternal calmness that does not pull you into anything. Surface pull you. Now very gently take a deep breath in, turn onto the right side and opening up into that seating Virabhadrasana, the warrior pose. Now take a mudra again on the left palm, gently as a reminder of the truth. Now you have a choice to become the space of this present moment or ruin it all that. So today, very gently allow these new neural paths to become familiar. Now, very gently invest on the spaces of people who are very well balanced in this space. What brings you this space in day to day? Now, very gently, if this is too much to arch backwards, then very gently hold on to the hip and do not go further. If you have opening up that space, you can allow that right arm to reach onto the right side of the ankle, calf, or hip. Now, when you're ready, you have to hold this posture without the difficulty and in the comfort of very gently take a deep breath in and coming back, left elbow on the left knee. Now right arm roll back, right hip is opening up. Now when you're ready only, you can allow that right arm to reach up. Take a deep breath in, try not to strain the neck onto a shoulder. Try to keep that elongation happening. Right, reaching into the front and touch the floor. Now you may warm up the hip again by pushing it into the front a little bit and into the back. And when you are ready, you can bring that right arm next to the left foot and left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Take that deep breath in. This is a great moment because if you really see the back leg is doing its own stretch, the front leg is doing its own stretch, arms are doing its own stretch, and then you're holding into that space of calmness. Left reaching into the back and touch the floor. Now, this might be too hard for you. If you really want to stretch a little bit your groin, move both palms onto the right side and drop the elbows. But I highly recommend if you have a bolster, if you have something to help you, either with your legs or whether it's your torso, upper torso, work with the way you can, very gently. So the process is very gently to release that tension that you're holding in that space of the body. Every thought that you have a problem with is taking some level of control in the body. Majority of the people who don't have the practice ruin their bodies and their lives. Now very gently coming back. Shoulders relaxed, chest open. Very gently we are moving into a plank. Stronger on the pelvic floor. Very gently drop the knees. Stretch the spine into the back. Palms facing up, releasing that tension. Release that tension of anxiety. Releasing that tension of doubt. Now the thoughts have stopped controlling you, or it doesn't have a control over you. So you could see that there is certain level of a clarity. The storms, the wind, the fire, the fear. No matter whatever the condition that you are living in, know that you are in the ocean of life, not the wave of life. Keep your body, keep your mind open. Palms facing down, crawling and bringing the chest onto the floor. Breathing in into up face. Breathe out towards the down face. Very gently right leg up into the back, rotation to the right foot. Right knee to the right chest, breathe out. Stretch back, right knee to the right elbow, breathe out. If you breathe out, it is easy for you. Breath in, stretch back, right knee to the left elbow. Stretch back. Take a deep breath in and bring that right foot into the front. Drop that back knee onto the floor, holding onto the space of the knee. Shoulders relax, arms stretch onto the sides. Left arm onto the top into the space of the Garudasana. Expanding that energy. Focus on the space of your third eye. Gravitate towards the truth. And the truth doesn't have to have a thought. Serenity does not have to have a thought. It doesn't have to have a special condition in the body. Very gently, when you realize that, turn onto the left and taking a seated Virabhadrasana. Take a mudra, not as an idle wish of your heart, but based on a mixture of both for you and what's gravitate towards the humanity. When you're ready, a gentle arch will be performed, whether into the hip or into the ankle or into the calf. Take a deep breath in very gently, coming back, right elbow onto the right knee. Left shoulder roll back to open up the space of the heart. Present yourself into the moment. Take the perception of the moment and let go the barriers that you're holding in the body, ideas, to fall off, shedding it off. Left arm reaching up to the center, lengthening into the front, touch the floor. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling. Feel the body in its all directions. Openness. Feel the body in the space of breath. Feel the body in the space of energy. And try to become the mastery of this. Right, reaching into the back. Touch the flow onto the left. Push the hips into the front, into the back. When you're ready, drop in those elbows. Working into the space. Now you have become the master of whatever this character that what you call, whatever the name that you call to this. Now, even in a space of a body and a mind, you can serve the purpose of a higher plane. Or you can go to the space of the thought, the ignorant, and seeing the limited part and the difficult part of you. Or you can see the beyond. Now take a deep breath in, very gently coming back. So every time you come back into the present moment, you have let go of that darkness, let go of that heartache, let go of the difficulty into a plank. Now very gently, right knee onto the floor, left arm reaching up to the ceiling, into the back, and touch the floor. Drop in the knees, pushing the hips side to side. Now give a good rotation to the hips, wider rotation to the space of the digestion. Now, without the practice, your body gravitates towards to your thoughts. It secretly pulled you into the misery of the thought, the body, the mind. And the result will be the destruction of the possibility of what you're thinking. Now stretch the spine into the back, palms facing up. Now you're in the space of the truth. This doesn't mean that you cannot cherish your visions, cherishing your ideas, whatever the creativity is in that form in your mind. But now it's not just a normal thought when you have that consciousness. There is spaciousness, there is loveliness, there is a purity. Now you can continue to grow into that delightful space that you want to create, whether it's your next stage of the life where you want to serve, to remain in the true to them. Now your world will at last be built. Before, the world was a scary place for you. But now you're building your own world. I'm not against this. But when people talk without a practice about what they want to do, you could see that it is going to be a difficult journey. Not that the difficult journey does not give you a lot of teaching, yes. But now the future is not just a dream, it's a realization of waking up into it. Otherwise, you will be dreaming and the truth has gone past. Child pose. When you're ready. Now, in this level of understanding, in this level of truth, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a class, whatever the measure is, you are in its fullest measure of gratification and into the purest aspiration. Now, in this space, anything is possible, anything is, because it's much more in a level of consciousness and it will receive, it will be asked in a conscious level, it will be worked in a conscious level, it will be received in a conscious level. So it's not just a lofty dream. You have suddenly become the vision that you want to become. You have become the prophecy of what you shall at last unveil. In this present stage of that you have woken the energy of the soul. Not that it's need to be awakened, but suddenly it's awakened into the space of the mind and the body. And whatever the seedlings that you are going to plant is going to become the realities. Thoughts and emotions and fears are also seedling. And if we keep on spending time on them negatively, there will be weed. Now very gently coming into the pose of a sitting. Shoulders relaxed and chest open. Very gently bringing the palms onto the space of the Namaskar Mudra, the worship of the workshop. Coming into the space of the prayer and its intelligence, the grace and its beauty. Take a moment to whatever is important for you, whether it's mentally, whether it's physically, whether it's spiritually. Or whether it's to someone that you love most, care most. And allow to develop that space of what you call healing. Some may call power. Some may call God. Coming into that space of harmony. In the space of your heart. A beautiful collaboration of a lot of things that gravitate into that serenity. Releasing the tension of the control and come into the space of receiving. Arms very gently raised back to the crown, cleansing the space and the aura of your body, the energy, the house, the state, and whatever that is in the space of your consciousness. Palms onto the space of the crown, the guidance of the spirit into the space of the realization. Third eye. Where you have become the master of throat chakra, heart chakra, navel, Muladhara. Take a deep breath in, surround yourself in the magic and the light and the mystery. Arms raised up to the crown. Releasing the tension of the failures and the struggles. Involuntary that we are damaging ourselves. Touch the earth, respect for this earth that we are taking temporary refuge in these times, in these bodies and in these minds, to represent that space of the realization, the vision of our heart, beat of our heart. Very gently coming back into the space of the light and the joy, that we call it a blessing. Palms onto the Namaskar, position in that realization, the gift, the spiritual possessions that are fruits of your effort that is surrounding and coming towards you. And a vision that you will glorify in your mind and body and heart. You took the first building block of building the life into this space today in this very moment. Namaste.